This is a rough and ready video walkthrough of a detailed model of the Detroit, Michigan Central Station that as it looked when it was built in 1913. Building was designed by some people that designed the Grand Central Station in New York City. The original construction blueprints have been digitized, and we were able to get these from the Detroit City Library. So the model is built to scale, and we relied on lots of historic pictures from the Burton collection and Manning Brothers photo collection to approximate the textures of the walls. Here is the main waiting room. I was told that I read that as many as 5,000 people a day sometimes would be coming through this building. It's got an impressive amount of marble column, and I understand that the ceiling was 55 feet high, and it's something called a I practiced this. Gustavina tile ceiling. Next is the ticket lobby. Notice that the clock is up there on the wall. That's been recently returned. It had been taken by somebody. They returned it. You could buy a ticket to the Wolverine, and you can still buy a ticket to the Wolverine. It goes to Chicago, but now it leaves out of the station at New Center. The next stop would be the main concourse, but I'm going to take a detour down this arcade, which has a bunch of services. The baggage claim is over there. The public telephone, remember those? Or you could send a telegram. Or if you had the urge for a smoke, you could get a cigar. Or there was a full drugstore. We're now going to the elevator hall. There were 6 elevators. Went upstairs to service the floors up above. There were 13 floors, but only I think only 55 of the, or excuse me, 5 of them were not were never occupied. If you were a traveler that had been on the road for some time, you might need to get a shave and a haircut. Or, even better, for 10 cents, you could get a bathtub and take a... I don't know, they had showers. All right. I'm going to jump back to the ticket lobby. So the next stop would be the general concourse. Had a variety of services that you got to from this room. Immigration and customs. Had a great ceiling, skylighted ceiling. Here's a picture we posted up here so that you could see what we used to work from as we modeled this inside. There was also Railway Express. People could come and leave a package or pick one up. And finally, if you were hungry, there was quite an extensive food service. There was a little coffee shop, or if you wanted a full meal, you could get that at this fine dining room, with full service. All right. This room has a pretty interesting ceiling also. Lots of arches. Let's jump back to the ticket lobby again. And we will continue on to get our train. I'm going to run because I don't want to miss the train. All right. So here's where you'd get your ticket punched, and you would enter the ramp leading down to the tunnel. This is where people would be hurrying down the ramp to get to their train, and I am told that this was the place where the pickpockets would work. So the railroad detectives would stand up on those. One of them would stand up on the railing and watch for that kind of activity, and then alert their partners down on the floor to catch the thieves. All right, we would go now down to the tunnel, which led all the way under all 8 tracks. And in order to get to your train, you would go up the stairs to the platform, and look, the train is there waiting for us. There's a lot more to the model and to the building, but that's pretty much what we're going to show you in this walkthrough. Let's jump back to the ticket lobby and go back out to where we started. I hope you enjoyed the walkthrough, and I'm sure that when they get the building refurbished, we're going to enjoy walking through it some more. Thanks a lot.